explain Ashok IT Java real-time project online training. So today is the first session for real-time project online training. So you can say as part of this session, we are going to understand what are the prerequisites to attend our real-time project batch. What are the benefits of attending real-time project batch in the Ashok IT? What is the course content that we are going to cover, and after attending this real-time project batch, how much experience you can keep to attend the interview. Everything I am going to cover as part of the today's session. All right, let's get started. So I'm again requesting you can watch the video in the YouTube also if you are not able to see here, and inform to your friends. Please join in the YouTube live streaming. Now I opened my notepad. Are you able to see my screen? All of you are able to see my screen? Please confirm. Voice and audio and video both are clear. All right, sir. And once again, I'm welcoming you to Ashok IT. So this is startup. This is just 1 week old. We started this Ashok IT virtually. Currently, our classes are happening in the online, right? Right. Now, so this session especially started for Java real-time project online training. Java real-time project online training. Now it is live online training, daily class timings 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Daily class will be there Monday to Monday. Weekends also I am going to utilize for the session. Daily class timings 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Our session will be available. Duration approximately it is going to take 2.5 months of time. Approximately duration it is going to take 2.5 months of time. Right. Trainer myself. My name is Ashok. I am having 8+ years experience as a Java developer, and currently I am working. As tech lead in USA based banking company from HYD location. Along with this training experience, 4 years experience in training field. I'm having 4 years experience in training field, and currently I am working as a technical lead in banking based project, that is the USA bank. I'm working from Hyderabad location. So this is very quick introduction about myself. Right. Coming to prerequisites to attend this is Java real-time project online training with Ashok IT. So what are prerequisites? What are the prerequisites to attend this course? You people should know core Java as well as advanced Java. In advanced Java, JDBC, servlets and JSP. JDBC, servlets and JSP you should know already. Along with this, ORM framework. If you have basics of Hibernate, that is sufficient for us. If you know ORM framework, any one ORM framework, if you are aware, then you are eligible to attend this course. Coming to Spring framework. Spring framework is also prerequisite to attend our Java real-time project. In the Spring framework, especially core module. Especially you should know the concepts of core module. Spring core module. And the next one, REST API. REST API development, good to know. If you know REST API development, then that is better. Then we are going to make a project development properly. Even if you are not aware of the REST API, not a problem. For these two things, recently we started Spring Boot and Microservices class at 9:30 a.m. This started last Monday, May 20th. Our batch got started. Right, May 20th. Spring Boot Microservices batch got started. If you are interested to enroll, you can enroll for that batch. 9:30 Boot Microservices, 9:30 boot microservices, 11:30 real-time project. Both you can do parallelly. Both you can do parallelly, right? Along with this, knowledge on SQL is required. We are going to perform DB operations, right? As part of the DB operation, SQL knowledge is required, right? As part of this application development, we will be using multiple databases, right? Now, so if you know this SQL, then it would be very easy for you to develop persistence layer as part of our applications. Just go through the prerequisites of our real-time project training. Anybody has any questions related to this prerequisite? Right. Prerequisites, I hope all of you clear with these prerequisites, right? Now, core Java is prerequisite, advanced Java is the prerequisite, ORM framework knowledge is required, Spring framework core module is required, REST API, if you know, that is well and good, and the SQL knowledge is required to develop persistent layer in our application, right? Our complete project training based on Spring Boot and microservices. Based on Spring Boot and microservices, we are going to develop our projects. As part of this training, we are going to use Spring Boot and microservices. If you already completed Boot microservices, then excellent, no problem. You can continue with this project batch. If you don't know Spring Boot and microservices, or if you want to revise the knowledge of your Spring Boot and microservices, we have new Spring Boot and microservices batch at 9:30 a.m. started on 20th. 4 classes are completed. Those classes are already uploaded to YouTube channel Ashok IT. You can go through those 4 videos. If you like our real-time training, you can enroll for Boot microservices batch, right? Both you can do parallelly. 9:30 Boot microservices session will be there. That is also online training. 11:30 here we are starting Java real-time project training. It is also online. So I hope all of you clear with what are the prerequisites to attend our real-time project training. Now, let's move on to course content. Let's move on to course content, what we are going to learn as part of this project batch. As part of this project batch, right? As part of this project batch, we are going to understand introduction part. Why we need to do this project batch, what are the advantages we are going to get once we join in this project batch, right? And next, we are going to understand types of software companies. So we hear a lot of company names like TCS, Wipro, Oracle, Tech Mahindra. So many companies are there in the IT industry. So we can categorize that companies into several groups. So how many types of companies will be available in the IT industry? We are going to understand interview process in IT companies. Interview process in IT companies. If you go for service-based company, how the interview process will be there. If you go for product-based company, how interview process will be there. Mainly, how they are going to take the interviews in the service-based companies, product-based companies, and in the outsourcing companies. That interview process we are going to understand. Then types of projects. How many types of projects will be available in the IT industry? Maybe a scratch development, maybe a maintenance project, maybe a migration project. In the starting stages of our career, what type of projects are recommended for us, what type of projects we need to choose once we join in the company with the experience. Those details also we are going to understand here. Now, after types of projects, we are going to see types of teams in project. In the project, several teams will be available like onshore team, offshore team, dev team, QA team, release team, build team. Several teams will be available. We are going to understand types of teams also available in the software project development. After this, team collaboration. How we are going to communicate with the team members, how to send the mails to our manager, how to send the emails to the team lead, how to apply for a leave, how to take a permission to leave early from the office, how we are going to communicate with our team members, team collaboration. And here I am going to cover bridge calls, how conference calls we need to join in the company, how meetings will be conducted in the company, how to write official emails in the company also will be covered, because I am hoping everybody who is coming to me is going to get the job with the experience. That is for sure. I'm hoping that. So if you want to get into the IT industry with experience, you need to know that real-time terminology and you need to know that real-time environment. So as I am working in the industry from past 8 years, I worked for several companies and I have worked for several projects also. So with that knowledge, I am going to give you all these details. So tomorrow, once you enter into the company, you should behave like, yes, I am a genuine person. I know everything. So that kind of confidence I am going to give you as part of this real-time project training. Bridge calls, official emails we are going to understand. Role chat also we are going to understand. So tomorrow once you enter into the company, who will be your buddy, who will be your senior, who will be your lead, who is your manager, who is manager for your manager, what is senior manager role, what is director, what is CEO, what is CTO. Several roles will be available in the IT industry. So what is the role chart? So after 3 years of time, what will be your role in the IT industry? After 5 years of time, what will be your role in the IT industry? How the positions will be available in the IT industry? Once you join in the company with a 3 years experience, what role you are going to get, what designation you are going to get, how we are going to get the promotions in the IT industry, that things will be discussed as part of role chart, right? Fine. Now, after completion of this, with this, our introduction part will be done for our real-time project. So each and every person who is working in the industry know about all those details. But some of us already got trained in the Amirpet. Now, this is the time to upgrade your skill to get the job in the IT industry with the experience. So to get the job in the IT industry with the experience and to sustain in that job, you need to know these terminologies very properly. If you don't know about these terminologies, easily they will recognize that you are having some fake experience right now. So for that, first, as part of introduction, I will make you like a real software engineer with that terminology, right? Once this part is completed, the most important part of our project development, real-time tools. The most important part for our real-time project development is real-time tools. So a software engineer can stay without food for 1 day. That is possible. But a software engineer cannot do work in the company without using a real-time tool for 1 day. So that much important. So without having food, we can stay, we can live for 1 day. But without using any software tool in the project development, software developer cannot complete his day. So our life will be tightly coupled with real-time tools in the project development. So every day, every hour, we are going to work with real-time tools in the project. So already you learned the Java from famous faculties in the Amirpet. Core Java, Advanced Java, frameworks you learned from Java Legends, right? So that knowledge is not sufficient to get into the industry with the experience, because in the Core Java, Advanced Java frameworks, you just understand the concept. You just develop a simple applications, but you will not use the tools in that project development. You don't use the tools as part of application development. You don't get the real-time feeling. You don't get the real software engineer feeling when you are learning those courses due to lack of this real-time tools knowledge only. If you are having this real-time tools knowledge, if you use these tools as part of the applications development, so you will be developing small applications, right? As part of those applications also, if you know how to use the tools, then you will feel like, yes, I am doing something new. I am doing a work. I am working on a project. That feel you are going to get, that satisfaction you are going to get if you know the real-time tools. So without knowing these real-time tools, 100% it is not possible to work in the real-time project environment. So that is the reason I am going to give lot of priority for our real-time tools in the course. So real-time tools, the first time in the whole Amirpet market, I am going to cover 22 tools in the project. I'm going to cover almost 22 real-time tools. These are 22 tools I never used in single project. So as part of this 8 years experience, I worked with 5 different projects, right? In the 5 different projects, I used several tools. I collected all those tools knowledge and I worked on those tools practically. So in my first company, I used some tool. Second company, I used some tool. Third company, fourth company. So several tools I used as part of several projects. So all those tools I am going to explain here. So nobody will cover these many tools as part of the project training. That is the reason we are unique for the project training. That is the reason those many people got the jobs who attended my project training. So the 22 tools we are going to cover. Here I will be covering debugging. Very, very, very important for you. I think we are the first person who introduced debugging in this market. My YouTube video I uploaded 2 years back. Earlier, people used to come to me, Ashok, we are not able to understand how the flow is happening. Then simply I told, go and watch my debugging video, then you will understand. Then people realized that debugging is the most important thing for every developer that we are going to see here. After debugging, build tools we are going to cover. Maven, Gradle we are going to understand as a build tool. Next one, Log4j we are going to understand along with SL4j. Log4j we will understand and SL4j also we are going to understand. After that, Putty, WinSCP and Splunk. Putty, WinSCP and Splunk, these are called log monitoring tools. So to do the logging, we will use these tools. So in as part of your framework training also, you might have attended Log4j workshop. So there people will discuss about how to perform the logging. But for experienced people, knowing logging is not sufficient. You need to know how to monitor the logs also. To monitor the log files, we will use several tools in the market. We will use several tools in the company. Putty, WinSCP, and Splunk. Those tools I am going to cover here so that I will show you if a production issue occurs, if a bug occurs in the production, how we need to trace that bug by looking at the log files. To look at the log files, we need to use log tracing tools. We are going to cover these tools also. After this, we will understand JUnit for unit testing. Mock frameworks I am going to cover, and I am going to cover Jacoco also. JUnit is used for unit testing. As part of unit testing, mocking we are going to understand, and Jacoco you are going to use to perform code coverage report. Right. After that, I will be covering PMD and SonarQube, which are used for code review for best coding standards. We will be writing several lines of code in the project. It is not important how many lines of code you are writing, right? So it is important how many lines of quality, how much quality you are maintaining in that code. That's matter, right? So if I ask a fresher who knows just core Java, he can also write 500 lines of code. But where is the quality? How much? What are the standards he is following? What are the best practices he is following at the time of writing the code? That I am going to cover. And in the industry, every project will use this SonarQube to perform the code review. With this, what are the mistakes that we are doing in the code can be identified before giving our code to the higher environment, or before giving our code to the testing environment. We can identify the bugs at the earlier stage of our development. For that, we will use SonarQube to perform code review. SonarQube I am going to use to perform code review. Next, I will be explaining a tool called JMeter, which is used to do performance testing of a project. A simple example, you developed one application, you deployed it on a server. If 100 users access your application at a time, how much time it is taking to respond for 100 requests? That will be identified by using JMeter. If 1 lakh people access your application at a time, how much time it is server is taking to respond? Such a kind of measurements, such a kind of statistics of our project we can identify by using this JMeter. So in the industry also, whenever you complete one development, you need to check what is the performance of your screen, what is the performance of your API, how many users it is handling, right? Where the memory leaks are happening in the project. Those things we need to understand by using JMeter. So here I'm going to cover that JMeter tool also. Next one, Jenkins, very, 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 very important. So Jenkins, right now, Jenkins tool, which is used for continuous deployment and continuous integration, continuous CI and CD, continuous integration and continuous deployment, that we are going to do by using Jenkins. So from my previous project batch students, I got that feedback. Sir, we are the best for the Jenkins, because in the interview, whatever they ask about the Jenkins, we are able to answer, because I provided 8 videos on the Jenkins. They are available in my YouTube channel. So at the DevOps level, I explained the Jenkins. For the developer, Jenkins role will be very less. Just you need to know how to run a job in the Jenkins, which is created by the DevOps. But our students knows how to install the Jenkins, how to create the jobs. We can replace one DevOps engineer in the project. That much knowledge we are going to see in the Jenkins, right? CI and CD, we are going to use this Jenkins tool to deploy our applications to the servers. So generally in your classroom training, when you are learning the Spring framework or some framework, you will run your application, run on server, right click on the project, run as run on server. But in the industry, that project should be deployed to some servers which are not available in your location. The project you are developing in your location, server is available in the USA. How to deploy this project to that USA server? How to deploy your project to multiple servers at a time? That we are going to achieve by using Jenkins, right? Jenkins is continuous integration and continuous deployment tool. Lot of knowledge we are going to get related to Jenkins. Jenkins is the main tool for the DevOps engineer. But after attending my Jenkins class, you can talk to any DevOps engineer related to this Jenkins. They can't answer your questions. So that much knowledge we are going to see. Because from last 5 years, I am working with this Jenkins in my projects development. Next one, Docker. Docker is the latest thing that is going in the market, right? Which is used to achieve containerization for our application. So complete our application will be packaged as an image, and that image we are going to deploy into multiple environments. So when our project having multiple environments, deployment will be hectic for the DevOps engineers. So to reduce that burden, to simplify deployment process of our application, we are going to use Docker. From zero to hero level, we are going to understand the Docker, how to set up the Docker, how to develop the projects by using Docker. Also, we are going to understand here. Guys, are you able to follow me? What are the tools that we are going to learn here? I am listing down. Debugging will be covered. Maven will be covered. Gradle will be covered. Log4j, SL4j, Putty, WinSCP, Splunk, JUnit, mock frameworks, Jacoco, PMD, SonarCube, JMeter, Jenkins, Docker, Jira. Jira also will be covered. So in the industry nowadays, Agile methodology is trending. Every project is getting developed by you based on Agile methodology. So to manage our Agile based project, we are going to use Jira. At the same time, Jira also going to be used as bug reporting tool. Testers are going to report the bugs by using Jira. So developers will be creating the stories in the Jira for our projects as part of the sprint planning sessions. So that Jira tool also we are going to understand. And we will be seeing Apache Kafka. Apache Kafka software we are going to install in our machine. For message queues, we are going to learn Apache Kafka as well. And the next one, Redis servers, we are going to see Redis tool, Redis server we are going to install, and we are going to work with the Redis. Right. Along with this, we are going to understand a tool called MAT, which is Memory Analyzer tool. When my project is running in the higher environment, how memory is managing by my JVM. What is the total space of the JVM? How much space utilized by my objects already? How much space left in the JVM? What is heap space? What is meta space? How that memory will be analyzed when the project running in the production? Those things also we are going to cover by using this MAT plugin. MAT stands for Memory Analyzer Tool. Memory Analyzer Tool. So this we are going to see here. Right. And one I forgot to mention, SVN Git Bitbucket. SVN Git Bitbucket for version controls, for code repository. Multiple developers are going to work on the project. So where we are going to store that code? We need a repository for that. Some people will be working from Hyderabad, some people working from Bangalore, some people working from US, some people working from Canada. So everybody is writing the code for their modules, for their requirements. How to integrate that code at one place? So at the end of the day, that complete code done by all the developers from different locations should be integrated in one location, right? For code integration purpose, we are going to use version control tools in our project. So SVN is one version control tool, Git and Bitbucket. So I'm going to cover all these three tools for you. SVN will be covered, Git will be covered, and Bitbucket also will be covered, because in the industry, some projects are using SVN, legacy projects. Some nowadays projects are mainly going to Git or Bitbucket. So I'm going to cover SVN, Git, and Bitbucket. All these tools will be covered, right? So along with this, I'm going to explain how to use SOAP UI, how to use Postman, how to use Swagger also. How to use Postman and how to use Swagger. To perform API testing, we will use SOAP UI, Postman, and Swagger. Those things also will be covered as part of our tools sessions, right? Come on, guys, see here how many tools that we are going to cover here. So all these tools will be covered as part of our project training. So anybody looking for any other tool that I did not specify here? Come on. Kobechura, right? What is the purpose of Kobechura? Kubernetes at this moment, sir, I am not promising that Kubernetes, because I never worked with the Kubernetes. If I get the chance, I will learn that Kubernetes in the online. So if I get the complete picture on the Kubernetes execution flow, then I will take one session on the Kubernetes also. But at this moment, I cannot promise that Kubernetes, because I don't have much knowledge related to Kubernetes. I never used it in my project. I did not get the chance. Right. Splunk. Yes, here I specified. Putty, WinSCP, Splunk I specified, sir. Those things will be used for log monitoring. Job scheduling. Yes, sir. Job scheduling will be covered as part of our project. Job scheduling will be covered. Yes. Zookeeper, that will be covered as part of Apache Kafka. Yes. ActiveMQ I am not using. Apache Kafka I am using. Apache Kafka is advanced than ActiveMQ and RabbitMQ. Right. AWS. One project I will show you how to deploy to the AWS, and I will to deploy the project to the PCF. I will show you how to deploy one application to the PCF environment. I will show you how to deploy one application to AWS Cloud Platform also. Deployments I am going to take care. I will show you how to deploy our application to cloud. Give me 1 second. No Java faculty will cover these many tools as part of the project batch. That you have to understand. These many tools we are going to cover in the project batch. So that is the reason those many people got the jobs in the last 1 year who attended my project training, right? So this is the reason we are unique for real-time project training in the market. Next, after completion of these tools, sir, here don't think that all the tools I'm going to explain from starting to ending. So not like that. Whenever situation comes, first I will develop one application, one mini project. In that mini project, I will use JMeter, I will use Jacoco, I will use build tool, I will perform code review by using SonarQube, I will deploy that by using Jenkins. So tools that I am not going to explain from starting to ending initially. Few tools which are required to start our applications development, we are going to cover initially. And as part of the applications development, we are going to use those tools, depends on the situation. Then you will get the real feeling, yes, I am doing real-time project. That intention I want to bring. So that feel I want to bring. So that is the reason all tools will not be covered in the starting to ending. So today I'm going, tomorrow I start debugging. After 1 month, I will complete the AWS, then tools are completed. No, not like that. Few tools we are going to cover in the initial days. Then we will start with the project's development. It's not one project, 4 or 5 projects we are going to develop here. As part of those projects development, these tools we are going to use. Learning only tool is not important. Understand how to use the tool in the project development. That is important for us. So that is what I'm going to do. That is the change that I want to bring. So we'll understand few tools initially, then we'll start with the project development. Once the project development started, depends on the situation, tools I am going to use. So that you will feel, yes, I am a real software engineer who is developing a project. That feel I will give you, right? After completion of some of the tools, then we will start with third part of our course. This is part 1, sir. Of our course is introduction part. This is part 1. Part 2 of our course is real-time tools. Almost more than 22, sir. I mentioned 22, but here if you count, almost 25 tools, 26 tools are available here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. My God. Almost we are going to cover 28 tools as part of our project batch. Next, part 3. Part 3, mini projects development. Part 3, mini projects we are going to development as part of our project. These mini projects are not meant for keeping in the resume. So please be clear about it. These mini projects are not meant for keeping in the resume. Then sir, why are you developing mini projects here? So because I met several people in the Amirpet in the last few years. So people completing the framework trainings and coming to me for the project training, but they don't have confidence to write the code on their own. People are saying that if I ask somebody what is Spring Framework, they will talk for 1 hour non-stop. I will ask about IOC container, they will talk for 1 hour continuously. The theoretical knowledge is there, but if I give one requirement, they are not able to develop on their own. That is missing. That is missing. Software industry will not expect theory from you. Industry is expecting coding skills from you. Industry want independent programmers. If tomorrow some task is given to you, you should be able to develop that task on your own. You should be independent programmer. To make you perfect in the coding, I am going to develop 3 projects. Few projects I will develop in front of you in the live session. I will show you how my brain is thinking, how my brain will think when I am going to write the code. What is the approach I will follow to write the code? What are the techniques? What are the tips? What are the techniques, tricks I learned in my past experience that I am going to tell you as part of the mini projects development. So to make sure you should become an independent programmer. So tomorrow, if some task is given to you in the company, you should not come back to the Amirpet again. You should be able to take it as a challenge. You should be able to develop it on your own. That confidence I am going to build as part of this mini projects development, right? So as part of the mini projects development, first we are going to understand how a project development will happen from starting to ending with the SDLC. As part of this SDLC, I will cover Agile methodology. And I'm going to cover STLC, software testing lifecycle. Then I will cover real-time terminology, how requirements will be collected from the functional team members, what is FDD document, what is TTD document, what is minutes of meeting, what is query log, what is DB design, what is DB template, what is DB template, what is VC, what is VC, UML diagrams, how to draw the UML diagrams in the project. These terminologies, these things are going to be covered as part of mini projects development. After that, first mini project that we are going to develop, I will develop this mini project. For this, I will use Spring Boot, MVC, in-memory DB, embedded database. I am going to use card operations. I am going to perform. I will show you how to write that application code. What are the standards we need to follow? Once we complete this first mini project, then we will use all the tools. What are the tools that we learned? Those tools we are going to use. Logging we will perform, code review we will perform, memory analysis we will do, Jenkins we will use to deploy, Docker we will use to deploy, performance test we will do by using JMeter. Like that, we are going to develop this mini project. After this, second mini project will be available. As part of this mini projects, how to do password encryption, decryption, how to do password encryption, decryption of the password, how to use mail API as part of the project, how to use mail API as part of the project, how to send OTP from our project by using Twilio API, PI API, iText API for report generations we are going to use as part of our second mini project, right? For this project also we are going to apply our tools to get that real feel, right? After this, third mini project we are going to develop. Here I will tell you page navigations, how to navigate in our application and how to use Ajax in our application, how to use jQuery in our application for asynchronous, synchronous calls that we are going to understand. So you might have seen in the applications, the drop downs will be there. When you select a country, states will be populated. When you select a state, city will be populated. Such a kind of real-time requirements I am going to cover as part of third mini project. As part of third mini project. Now, after completion of third project, fourth mini project will be available. This fourth mini project we are going to develop based on Spring Boot plus Angular 9 plus MongoDB. Yes, to make you as a full stack developer, I'm going to develop a mini project by using Spring Boot, Angular 9, and MongoDB. So people are asking what UI you are going to cover. So in this fourth project, I am going to cover Angular 9, which will help you to become a full stack developer. And here we are going to use MongoDB as a persistent store to store our data, right? So after completion of these 4 mini projects, then you will really observe what is the difference before joining the project class with Ashok sir, after joining the project class with Ashok sir. That difference definitely you will realize, and definitely you will talk to your friends. Boy, now, yes, now I am feeling like I am a Java developer. That confidence you are going to get after completion of the tools and after completion of the mini projects. After completion of that confidence I am going to give you, that coding standards you are going to understand. Confidently you can attend the interview in any company as a Java developer, because now I will give one moment. Now realize, now think for one thing, talk to your heart, talk to you for one moment and observe. Last 1 year we have done the coding by using Java. You attended classes. How much confident you are? Can you attend an interview with 3 years experience in the IT industry? No. No. So almost 250 people are in 200 people are joining the session. Not even 10-15 members are confident to attend the interview with the 3 years experience. The reason? You did not practice it properly. You did not learn it properly. You did not met the proper trainer as of now, who will teach you in the real-time manner. So that is the reason still you are waiting to get into the industry. So once you completed these tools and these projects, definitely your confidence is going to increase. That will help you to attend the interview in the industry with 3 to 4 years of experience. What else is required? We know coding standards, we know how to write the code, we know how to use the tools, we know the terminology in the industry. Everything, whatever I learned in the past 8 years, that I am going to share in the project training. So definitely you can have that confidence to attend the interview. Once this part is completed, the mini projects part is completed, then I'm going to give you major project. This major project is also based on Spring Boot, REST API, Spring Boot, REST APIs will be available in our project. REST API plus microservices. REST API and microservices, right? So major project we are going to understand. So introduction for our project, introduction to project, then project modules, project architecture, technical flow, functional flow of our project, technical flow of our project we are going to understand, DB design for our project, story creations for our project, story designing, story development for our project, code review for our project, unit testing for our project, deployment of our project. So all these things. So several screens we are going to take and we are going to develop our major project. So this major project only you are going to keep in the resume to attend the interview. So in the previous project batches, I explained 2 different projects, one application based on health insurance, one application related to transportation, right? So I'm not teaching the same project for all the batches. I'm changing the projects because if we explain same project for all the batches, people are struggling to attend the interview. Multiple people are going to the same company with the same project. Then the interview panel members are asking from which institute people are coming. The reason, same project in all the resumes. So not to trouble you people, I'm going to change the project. Here we are going to see a different project, right? The major project we are going to cover. Currently in my mind, transport domain is there, insurance domain is there, banking domain is available. So we will decide what we are going to develop as part of this course, right? So whatever the project we develop, that doesn't matter. How much code you are writing, how much confidence you are getting, how you are using the tools, how you are writing the code. If it is a banking project, still login form will be there, registration form will be there. If it is any other insurance application, same kind of forms will be there. Nothing is going to change for the developer. Developer has to write the code, whatever it is, whatever the project it is, whatever the domain it is. So you have to write the code on your own. So don't worry about the domain. We are going to develop the project by using best domain. So we are going to decide that in the future classes, right? If you want, I can go with banking project, not an issue. If you want insurance project, that is also fine for me. If you want transportation project, that is also fine for me. So whatever the domain, I will take your opinions, I will take your suggestions. Based on that, we are going to start the project. But please keep in the mind, whatever the project it is, we have to become a experienced developer. That much code you have to learn, that much confidence you have to get, right? After this mini project is completed, then interview guide I am going to provide. So to attend the experience interview, what else is required? What else is required? So to attend the interview, several concepts that are important from the core Java. So apart from these tools and the project architecture and the project knowledge, several tools that you need to know from core Java standpoint. So what are the tools that we need to know from the core Java also that we need to understand, right? So first thing, all of you attended core Java where you learned OOPS concepts. But for experienced developer, nobody will ask what is OOPS concept. For experienced developer, they will ask solid OOPS. Most of you are hearing for first time. Array, what is solid OOPS? Is it there in the Java? Is Java supporting for solid OOPS? Most of you are not aware. But for experienced developer, this is very, 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 very important concept, right? Solid OOPS principles I am going to explain, because the solid OOPS are not only for Java. These are design principle any programming language can follow to provide the best coding, to provide the best architecture for our applications. Solid OOPS principles we need to understand. After that, garbage collection. How garbage collection process will happen in the JVM. Most of your core Java trainers will tell you, we don't know when the garbage collector will start in the Java. That is a magic. Whenever it requires, it will start. We don't know when the garbage collector will start. That is wrong statement. So there is a concept called hidden space in the JVM. When the hidden space is completed almost, then the garbage collection is going to start. There is a concept called minor garbage collection, major garbage collection, young generation memory, old generation memory, hidden spaces are available, meta space is available. So very clearly we are going to understand how the garbage collection process is going to happen in the JVM. And types of garbage collectors. There are 4 types of garbage collectors are available in the Java, right? So those types of garbage collector, G1 garbage collector, CMS garbage collector, single thread garbage collector, multi-thread garbage collector, types of garbage collectors are available, and algorithm of the garbage collector we are going to understand. And damn sure important question, internals of a hash map. If you go for any interview without this question, your interview will not be completed. What is a hash map? How internally hash map is going to work? That part I am going to explain. Then I am going to explain class loaders. How class loaders are going to work in the JVM, how many types of class loaders are available. These are damn sure interview questions. That is the reason I am covering. You might have learned in the core Java, but you might have forgot about it. Just I am going to give you this knowledge also. In the interview, as a 3 years experienced person, how you need to answer these questions, right? So that knowledge I am going to provide as part of this interview guide. Solid OOPS, garbage collection, types of garbage collectors, internals of hash map, class loaders we are going to understand. After this, here I'm going to give you 120 logical programs, 120 logical programs as weekly assignments. As weekly assignments, because nowadays in the industry competition very high. They are looking for perfect programmers, not theoretical programmers, right? Now, when you attend the interview, first round of interview will be there as a system test or a hacker rank test, where they will give you 3 or 4 logical programs. You have to complete those programs. So immediately then and there itself, you have to write the logic to solve that program. Then and there itself, you have to write the logic to solve that program. So that is the reason you have to improve your logical thinking. So let's take a simple example. Here, I am going to give you one text as Ashok IT. I'm giving you one text as Ashok IT, right? Now this text I am giving. There are 7 characters are available. There are 7 characters are available. I will ask you to write the logic, replace first half of the string with the second half of the string. That means just swap the 2 halves of the string. What is the logic you are going to write for that? Just to swap 2 halves of the string. Suppose if the name is Ashok I, then you can divide this string into 2 equal parts. 2 equal parts. Then what you can do? You have to replace the halves of the string. So second half will become first half. Okay, I. first half will become second half. So that is the logic you need to write. So here, because 6 characters are available, then equal divide into 2 equal parts. But in the Ashok IT, 7 characters are available. You cannot divide into 2 equal parts. Then what you need to do? So the requirement will be keep the middle character as it is, then replace. So then what it will be? OKI, sorry, KIT, O will be available as it is, ASH will come here. So this is the program which asked me last year when I attended an interview in one company. So in the first round of the interview, that person came and gave me pen and paper. Hey Ashok, just write the logic. So then I asked him, so what is the requirement? Then he told, I will give you one string like this, replace, just to swap the halves of the string. Then I asked him, so what if I cannot divide the string into 2 equal, if I can divide the string into 2 equal parts based on the length, then it is very easy, right? Now, so first half will go to the second half will come to the first half. But if I give you a string which I cannot divide into equal parts, then what I have to do? Then he told that keep the middle character in the same place, then replace the second half with the first half and first half with the second half. This kind of logical questions they are going to ask you in the first round of the interview. Even if you are Topu Turum in the Spring Web Services and Hibernate, if you don't know this logical programming, you cannot crack first round of the interview. Then whatever you learnt in the Amirpet for 1 year, it is waste, right? So you have to crash that system test. To crash that system test, to get qualified in the system test, your brain should work sharp. You have to think logically. Whenever they give you a requirement, how to solve that problem. And to be frank, now, if I give you one requirement, if I give you, suppose I will give you my mobile number, 630-192-1083. Write the program to remove duplicates, right? Without using collection. Write a program to remove duplicates without using collection. 50% of the people will fail to write that program. I'm guarantee 50% of the people will fail to write that program because you are concentrating on the frameworks, you are concentrating on attending the classes, theoretically you are learning, but you are not spending enough time to improve your logical programming, right? So that is the reason here I'm going to give you weekly assignment. I will tell you what are the techniques you need to follow to write the logical programs. So to make you, to improve your IQ and to improve your logical thinking, which helps you to crack system test in the interview. So 120 programs I prepared. I have given these programs to my previous students also. So I will give these things as an assignment. They have to submit that assignment to me. Then only I will allow them to the class. So this already happened in the market. If they don't complete the assignment, I will not allow them to the class. If you are really interested, whatever the assignment I am giving, you have to do that. If you are not interested to do the assignment, then don't join my batch. So that is the statement that I have done in the previous batches. With that statement, people realized and they have practiced these programs, 100% job success rate we have seen in the project batches. So because these many concepts that we are going to learn. After these logical programs, 50 Spring MVC questions I already uploaded to my YouTube. Questions and answers I am going to provide. And 50 Hibernate questions, the frequently asked questions in the Hibernate. Right now, 30 boot questions I am going to cover. Boot questions I am going to provide you. And 20 microservices related questions. We are going to keep your project with Spring Boot and microservices, right? So what are the questions that will be asked from microservices architecture? Those questions also will be covered. Next, after this, we will be understanding 85 project manager round questions. These are very, very important, non-technical questions. Project manager round questions. How project manager will ask a question? I will give you a simple example. They will ask you, what is the challenging task? What is the challenging task you have done in your project? What is the challenging task that you have done in your project? Can you say I face a null pointer exception? Can you say that I did not understand how to set the class path, how to set the path? No, these are silly things, right? So in the real-time environment, what are the challenging tasks that we are going to face? How we need to resolve those problems? How we need to solve those problems that we need to understand. These kind of questions that will be asked in the project manager round. They will ask you, what is the toughest development you have done? What is the complex screen that you have done in the project? That question they are going to ask you, right? So for that, I prepared 85 project manager round questions and answers also. 85 project manager round questions and answers also I am going to provide. Along with this, I will tell you resume preparation. How to prepare a resume with a 3 years experience. If you want to get the job as a fresher, then you no need to come to me. this knowledge is not required for the fresher, because we are seeing this knowledge equal to 4 to 5 years of experience. So whatever I have learned in the last 8 years that I am going to cover here. So happily you can keep 4 years experience to attend the interviews. Resume preparation will be covered, interview and Naukari profile creation. What are the best practices that we need to follow while we are creating our profile in the Naukari? That part also will be covered here. 1 second. What happened to screen? Yep. Job profile creation. How to create the job profile in the Naukari, how to get more calls from the companies. That part also will be covered here. Naukari and Monster profile creation. Naukari and Monster profile creations will be covered as part of this session. Right. Then you can attend the interview with this. Now, sir, what is the benefit of attending your project batch? Why we have to attend this project batch, right? So in the Amirpet market, this is my 10th project batch. This is my 10th project batch right now. So as part of this project batches, so I have trained several people. Almost all people got the jobs in the industry with experience, 3 years experience, 3.5 years experience. Some people attended the interview, the 4 years experience also, and they also got the jobs. So we are the unique and we are the best for real-time project training in the market right now. Sir, how you people got the jobs, how many people got the jobs, how they got the jobs, what else is required after knowing these many things to attend the interview. So all the tools we are going to cover, several mini projects we are going to develop to improve our coding skills, several real-time scenarios we are going to understand as part of these mini projects. One major project we are going to see, architecture we are going to see, modules we are going to see, interview, damn sure interview questions from the core Java I am going to explain. And so logical programming we are going to do, interview questions we are going to see, then why we don't get selected in that interview. It may take 1 interview or 2 interview, that's it, not more than that. Most of my project based students got the jobs in the first interview itself, because even a person who is working in the industry for 3-4 years will not know these many details, because this subject is 8 years experienced subject. So whatever I learned in the last 8 years, I put on the notepad. So if you go and talk to a 3 years person, if you say that, Arey, I know these many tools, bhai aap to Bhagwan hai bol ke bolta hai. Because no 3 years developer, 4 years developer will use these many tools in single project. Even in my current company also, all these tools we are not using. These tools are used in several projects, in several companies. I have listed all these tools here. So that much content we are going to see in the real-time project. And you can see my Facebook group is available, Tech Leads. So if you go to the Tech Leads group, just type congratulations message. So whenever a student got the job who attended my project training, they will send me a screenshot. I will post that success story in my Facebook group as congratulations message. If you type as a congratulation, then you can see how many people got the jobs right now. So you can see, sir, 2.5 years experience. I got the job with a 6 lakhs package in the Noida location. Spring Boot microservices pay okay. Biggest MNC, 80% hike. I explained your project. They impressed. I kept 3.5 current package and they gave 6 lakhs package for that. So this is one student message. And go to another student message. So recently he posted 13th May, 10 days back. People Tiwari, sir, I am student of your project batch, 6.5 lakh package, 2018 passed out. So this is because of you, because of our project, right now. Next, come back to one more student. Ashok sir, I'm an old student today. I attended an interview and got selected. Thank you so much, sir. First round, second round. What are the questions they asked? He posted me those questions also. Right. These all are the messages that I got from the students. Right. And go to another message. So everybody, sir, I got job in a big MNC company with 2.5 years of experience, 6.64 lakhs package because of something, right? No. So that is our project batch student only, like this. One more project batch student. I got job in 6.3, minimum 6 lakhs package you can expect if you are part of this training. They gave me Kotlin, Apache Kafka, Groovy and microservices tasks, right? Now, one more person. Sir, I got job in Bangalore. Thank you so much. 26 onwards I joined. 3.2 years experience, 7 lakhs package. Core banking project, right? So almost everybody who attended my project training within 2 to 3 months of time, they are entering into the IT industry with good package. You will see, I got selected in a Capgemini permanent, 5.4 they gave. Wipro they offered 7 lakhs package. Is a contract position, that's the reason they gave more package for that person, right? Now, one more student. 10.3 package with 3+ years of experience. She is lady, right? So she's my student, Spring Web Service and Project Based student, and she got the job with a 10.3 lakhs package, right? Right. And see here, one more student. These all are the success stories that I posted to my Facebook group that I received from my previous project batch students. Right. So student from morning 9 AM project batch, I got jobbing having 1.6 years of experience. Good. Like this. So even with 1.5 years of experience also, people are attending the interview who don't have the gap. If you have the gap, up to 4 years, you can keep the experience because nobody will touch you in the industry once if you know all these details. So that is the reason we are famous for the real-time project training in the market, and we are the best for the real-time project training in the market because of our content. This is the unique content. Nobody will provide this much content as part of project batch. All right, guys. So related to course content, related to our prerequisites of the course and the roadmap of the course, do you guys have any questions? Do you guys have any questions here? People who are watching in the YouTube, please like our video. Guys, please like our video. Like count is very less. Please support me. Let me go with the questions one by one. Multi-threading concepts are definitely, we are famous for multi-threading in the market. Multi-threading, batch processing, parallel instances we are going to use in the project. Right. Sir, 1 second, sir. Let me go through the questions. Guys, give me one moment. I'm reading these things. Design patterns, I'm going to tell you the overview. What the design patterns that we are going to cover in the project. We are going to understand that. So LRU design pattern, I am going to explain. List, recently used cache design pattern, I will explain. Proxy design pattern, I will explain. Right, builder design pattern, I will explain. So what are the design patterns that are important for our project development? Those patterns I am going to cover. Don't worry about it. I will take care of that. How much experience we can keep by attending this project? I can guarantee up to 4 years because the content that you have seen here is equal to 8 years experience. So, but going with 8 years is not good, sir, because you cannot handle that pressure. So that's why I will request you to keep below 4 years experience at whatever you want. 1, 2, 3, 4 years experience you can keep. Most of the people will keep 3 to 3.5 years experience, but you can go with 4 also, not a problem. The thing is, once you go with the 4 years experience, once you explain these many concepts in the interview, sometimes they will make you as a team lead also. So that will be more burden for you. That's the reason I don't suggest that. Initially, we need to work as a team member. We need to learn a lot of things. Right. 3 to 4 years happily you can keep, no problem. How this much content will be covered in the just 2.5 months of time? Saturday, Sunday, we are going to do the batting. Otherwise, it is not possible. Concurrency, yes, we are going to cover the concurrency also. Multi-threading will be covered. Multi-threading batch processing will take 1 week of time. So the perfect real-time scenario that I used in my project, I am going to explain. Right. Spring core knowledge if you have. Sir, I have only Spring core knowledge. If you have Spring core knowledge, please join for Spring Boot and Microservices at the 11:30 and for the project at the, sorry, Boot Microservices at the 9:30, project at the 11:30. Both batches you can do parallelly. Yes, Sam, as I discussed, if you join in the both batches, then you are eligible. Without having Boot Microservices, you can't understand. Transaction management in the microservices, yes. Saga design pattern we are going to learn for the transaction management. Yes. OAuth 2, yes, as part of Boot Microservices, OAuth will be covered for security purpose. Yes, those things also will be covered. All right. Coming to the details, the duration of the course, 2.5 to 3 months of time. 2.5 to 3 months of time. We are having another project batch which is running at the 6 AM, right? So if anybody not able to attend the project at the 11:30 AM, You can join in the 6 a.m. batch also. That is just 10 days old. In that 6 a.m. batch, we completed SVN and Git is completing by tomorrow. Once the new tool is started, so day after tomorrow, new tool is going to start, like Jira tool is going to start. There is no prerequisite for the Jira. You people can attend in that batch also to complete parallelly. So for working people, based on the working people request, we started the batch at the 6 a.m. right? So in that batch also you can join. And so if you, some people are saying that, sir, we are having offices, we can't come to this class at the 11:30. Could you please change the timing? So you people can join for the 6 a.m. batch. That batch is morning 6 to 7:30 a.m. That is also online batch. So in that SVN, Git is going to complete. Jira is going to start from day after tomorrow. Anybody who are interested can join in that batch as well. So, and some of the tools, Saturday, Sunday, I'm going to club these batches and I'm going to explain the tools also. Based on the schedule, we are going to see some tools which are going to take lengthy, which are going to long duration. Those tools will be combined and will be explained to you. So that is the reason I'm giving 2.5 months. Otherwise, for this much content, 2.5 months or 3 months is also not sufficient. So some classes will be combined on Saturday and Sunday, and we are going to discuss these things. Right. And coming to course fee. The fees for this course is 6,000 rupees. You may feel, sir, other institutes are giving for less cost. Why are you charging 6,000? So same question you need to ask, how much content that they are providing, how much content that we are seeing. So the project cost is 6,000 rupees. Duration, 2.5 to 3 months of time. Next, if you miss any class, that particular video will be provided. So as it is a complete online session, some people may not be able to attend the session due to power problem or due to network issue, right? You can attend this session from any location. You can attend from your home also, right? So if you miss any particular class, that particular video recording will be provided to you. That particular video recording will be provided to you, right? And next, for the people who want to join in this project batch, you should have a system or a laptop mandatory, sir. Otherwise, it is waste of your time and waste of your money. Daily, you have to work for the project 4 hours. 4 hours you need to spend for the project practice. That much task those many tasks I am going to give you as assignment. Those many programs I will give you as assignment. That much work will be there for you. So you should think like, yes, I am working for a company. I'm working for a company for 2 to 3.5 months of time, right? So to learn more things, you need to do more practice. So I will tell you how you need to plan your schedule to practice these things, from where we need to start for the practicing. For everything, I am going to give you schedule as well. But laptop or system is mandatory for you. If you don't have that, then it's waste of your time, waste of your money to join this project batch, right? So please try to, if you don't have your personal laptop or personal system, please try to arrange one system for this next 3 months of time, because this much content that we are going to cover in the class daily, you have to practice, you have to spend a lot of time for this one. If I have taken a class for 1.5 hours, that means 8 years experienced person teaching a concept. For you, it will take time to digest. For you, it will take time to understand more. For that, you have to practice more. So that is the reason you should have your own system. Then only you will get benefit out of this project training. Otherwise, there is no use. So that is one thing, that minimum requirement. Everybody should have a system who wants to join in this project batch. Right. Any other questions? Anybody? So daily class notes will be shared to you. We don't have any material. What material I can prepare for the project batch, sir? What material I can prepare? So for every batch, the project is going to change. So that is the reason we don't have any fixed material for the project batch. Whatever the project I am teaching for this batch, same project will not, I will not teach same project for the next batch. From project to project, I mean from batch to batch, project is going to change. So we don't have any printed material for this one. What are the class notes I am writing in the daily? What are the diagrams I am drawing in the classroom? I will share those diagrams once after class is completed. So every day those diagrams and notepad files will be shared with you. We will maintain on Google Drive. There I will upload all the documents related to our class. Vivek Patil, I know about Spring Boot. I don't know anything about microservices. I might need to join Spring Boot microservices batch, sir, because nowadays microservice knowledge is very, very important. In every interview, they're asking about the microservices only. Please, if you learn microservice also, then it would be very easy for you to crack the interviews with the experience. Rishabh Lal, what is your comment, man? With Rishabh Kundu, lol, what happened, man? Have you gone mad? Yes, sir. It is completely online batch. So due to this lockdown, we are starting this batch in the online only. Complete batch will be in online, no offline. Can you tell me something about the performance tuning? Sonu Kumar. So we'll talk about that, sir. In the project, we will do the performance tuning. So this is demo. Just I need to give the introduction part. What are the prerequisites for attending this course? What is the course content of this project? Why we need to join the project with Ashok IT only? What is the uniqueness of this Ashok IT for the real-time training that I am going to cover as part of this session? I'm not digging into any technical concept as part of this session. So technical concepts we are going to see in the classes regularly. In our future classes, we are going to understand all these concepts. I'm looking at the YouTube live comments. Anybody has any question, please? Karthik Kumar, will you cover JWT, Java Web Tokens, like JSON Web Tokens for security? Yes, sir. JWT will be covered. JWT will be covered. Karthik, yes, for security. In the boot microservice also, content I told JWT will be covered. When the JWT session is happening, I will merge these batches on weekend. We are going to take it. Yep. Any other questions, anybody? In the Zoom, if you have any question, guys, please text me in the chat box. Are you going to cover Docker? Yes, sir. We are going to Docker. We are going to see the Docker. We will deploy our application by using Docker. Morning project and this project batch, both same content. Yes, sir. Both is same content for these two. For these two online batches, content is same. Microservices batch 9:30 a.m. Boot microservices 9:30 a.m. The cost for the microservices batch is 5,000. Sir, people are asking you are from which institute? Sir, I am from Ashok IT. This is just 10 days old. We recently started virtually. We don't have our own office as of now. Due to this lockdown, we can't do that. So currently we are going with only online classes. Morning project timing 6 a.m. One tool is completed 6 a.m. If all of you okay, if you are not able to attend the 11:30, this SV and Git I will cover in the 11:30. Then you can merge with 6 a.m. Your brain will be fresh in the morning time. You will be having a lot of positive attitude in the morning timing. So happily you can learn the project in the 6 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. That is also fine for me. While working on a project, would you explain the concept? Every concept I am going to explain, every concept will be live. Every concept, every class is live class, sir. Nothing is pre-recorded. So how you are seeing the live, whatever I'm typing in the notepad, every class will be like that only. The only thing, you cannot see my face. That's it. My screen will be shared. My audio will be there for you, but you cannot see my face. That every class is live. Nothing is recorded. Test-driven development, TTD also will be covered. So the people who are, some people are asking, we are interested to go for the morning 6 a.m. batch. No problem, sir. I will tell you, once you people are enrolled for this batch, 10 days we will continue in this batch till the concepts in that part 1 is completed. Introduction part is completed in the 6 a.m. SVN tool completed. Git is going to complete by tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Right? So when the new tool is going to start, then I will inform you people, then you can continue from there. Whatever concepts are completed at the 6 a.m., those concepts I will cover in this batch also. That's not a problem. Thank you, Chandana. Thank you so much. How much covered in the 9:30 a.m.? In the 9:30 a.m., 4 classes are completed for the boot microservices. Those 4 videos are available in my YouTube channel, Ashok IT. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to get any updates from me. So whenever I come to YouTube live or when I upload a new video in the YouTube, you will be notified if you are subscribed of that channel. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you will not miss any update from me. Mahesh, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Right. Now let's come to people are asking about the fees details, sir. Project duration 2.5 months, 2.5 to 3 months of time. Project course fee 6,000 rupees. If you miss class, if you miss any class, video will be provided to you. Right. Timings of this project batch. So currently we are at 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. If you all are okay, then we can shift to the 6 a.m. also once the concepts which are completed, or else we can continue with 11:30 a.m. It's up to you what you want to join. Right. When both batches content will be same. Coming to Spring Boot microservices. Spring Boot microservices. What is the course content, duration, everything I explained in the video. I have given the YouTube live also for the Boot microservices classes. Boot microservices classes are going to take 2.5 months of time. Fee for the Boot microservices 5,000 rupees. 5,000 rupees. Currently, timings for the Boot microservice is 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. This is one slot available, and we are having another slot for my Boot microservices 7:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. started 10 days back. Spring data is going on. Spring data is going on. If anybody having problems with the office timings, then for Boot microservices you can come to 7:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. from Monday. From Monday onwards, from coming Monday onwards, MVC is going to start. People asking to, sir, we want to complete parallelly. Boot microservices, 2 batches. So you can come to 9:30 a.m. batch or 11 a.m. batch, 7:30 to 11 or 7:30 to 8 a.m. batch also you can come. So in the 7:30 to 8 a.m. Boot basics completed. Spring data is started 4 days back. By this weekend data will be completed. From next week, MVC is going to start. Right. So here, so 6 to 7:30 a.m. we are having a batch. 6 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. we are having a batch. That 10 days batch started, right? So in that we completed SVN and Git. So whatever the time you are flexible, you can go with that. So, but one thing you need to keep in mind, this content you don't get from any trainer in the market. We are unique because there are people who are teaching projects and frameworks in the market, but long back they worked in the industry. Now they are disconnected from the IT industry. So they don't have that much update what is happening in the industry. But currently I am part of industry. I am working in the industry. So daily I am working in the project. Daily I am seeing that environment. So I can give you the best knowledge related to real-time environments and real-time use cases in the Boot microservices and real-time projects. So that is the reason you can choose Ashok IT. Sir, you may say, sir, you don't have 1 year of experience in the institute field, then how come we come to you? So don't worry about it. Don't look at the institute, look at the person, look at the content that is required for you to get the job. Which database you are going to cover as part of the project, Mr. Koteswar Rao? Oracle database we will use for few mini projects, MySQL database for one mini project, embedded database for one project, MongoDB for one project. Main project database will be Oracle. So, but several databases we are going to cover. Oracle, MySQL, in-memory DB, H2 database, MongoDB also we are going to cover. For fresher, if you are interested to learn, then you can join, sir. Definitely this content will help you in the future. For experience, this is required. In the industry, this is required. So this is expectation from the people who are going to attend the interview with the experience. So that is the reason I have designed this course in such a way. Karthik Kumar asking a question, how you manage work on so many batches every day? Karna padta hai bhai. Companies will use different servers like JBoss, Wildfly, Tomcat. I will tell you application server also, how to deploy our application to WebLogic server also I will cover. How to deploy project to JBoss also I am going to cover. We will learn multiple databases also. For domain of the project 6 a.m. that is also not yet decided. I gave option for them. They will decide whether banking or transport or insurance. Based on that we will discuss. PLSQL not required for our project. We don't use PLSQL in our project. PLSQL knowledge is not required. We don't use the PLSQL here. Right. And happily, you can believe him in that by checking my previous students' feedbacks in the Facebook group. So you can type in the tech leads group, congratulations or success story. You will get the messages that I posted from the previous project batch people, how they got selected in the company, their experience they shared. So you can go through those things, then you will get some confidence. So definitely this real-time project training will be turning point for your life. So if you are a student, definitely it is going to help you to get into the industry very easily. But if you are already a working person, this content will help you like anything to change your job. To change your job, this content is going to help you, right? Lot of content is there. So nowhere you will get this kind of content and this kind of real-time use cases. That is the reason happily you can join for this training. We can start our journey from tomorrow, and for next 2.5 months of time, everybody has to think like you are a software engineer. You are not going to learn a course. You are going to develop a project for the 2.5 months of time by using, I will give real-time use cases and we will tell real-time tools, real-time use cases you are going to implement with the real-time tools, then you will be called as a software engineer. So from tomorrow onwards, you are going to become software engineer as part of this training. So you are not going to learn your theory. You are not going to write your notes. No need to carry book and pen. Just you have to understand the requirement. You have to design that in your brain and you have to write the coding for that. After coding is completed, you have to do code review on your own. You have to do unit testing on your own. You have to perform logging. You have to debug. You have to deploy. How a person will work in the company environment, same way I am going to drive this course for next 2.5 months of time. All of you good for this? Any other questions? Anybody? Yashwant Allah, are you going to cover config Eureka server Joule? Yes, sir. Microservices main architecture components are there. We are going to cover Joule. We are going to cover Eureka. We will cover config server. We will cover security in the microservices. We will cover inter-service communication in the microservices. Everything will be covered. Go to my boot demo class. You will understand how many concepts we are covering in the boot. What is the content of the boot class? The video is there. In my YouTube channel, videos are there. Boot class videos are there. 9:30 a.m. class videos are there. You can go through those videos. Pradeep Kumar, sir, already I did the project and I'm working, but I'm working in the production support. What we have to do? So learn some details from the production support for 6 months. After that, change the job. Now, this is not the right time to change the job because of this COVID. So please wait for another 2 to 3 months of time. By the time market will be up again, then you can change your job, Pradeep. And some people are asking, sir, when the interview calls are going to happen. So next 2 months, market will be a little bit down, sir. After 2 to 3 months, we can expect more calls. So by that time, our project batch is completed. I am hoping market will be up. So it's going to take 2 to 2.5 months of time, right? By that time, you can start attending your interviews. Sir, once you are part of this batch, when we can start attending the interviews? So once you completed the architecture of the main project, then you can start attending the interviews. Once our major project architecture got completed, then you can start attending the interviews. So coding standards, anyhow, we are learning as part of the mini projects only. Confidence we are going to get as part of the mini projects only. Just to explain what is the project architecture, we will wait up to here. Once this part is completed, then you can start attending the interviews with 3 to 4 years of experience. Right. Fine. So as we discussed, project duration 2.5 months to 3 months of time. Course fee 6,000 rupees for the project. Timings 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. So if you want, I can combine this with the 6 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. also. Whatever the concepts that I covered in the 6 a.m. to 7:30 a.m., those things will be completed regularly at the 11:30 a.m. in this batch. Though no need to worry about it. If you miss any particular class, that particular video will be recorded for this. And some people are asking about boot microservices. Boot microservices, current batch, new batch started at the 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. 4 days back. May 20th, that batch is started. That batch fee 5,000 rupees. We have another boot microservice batch from 7:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Sorry, not 8 a.m. 7:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. or 9 a.m. batch is available. Now in that batch, this is also 10 days old. That batch we completed Spring Boot basics. Spring data is going on. If you want, you can join with this batch also from Spring MVC onwards. Complete MVC will be covered. Complete REST will be covered. For people who don't know RESTful services, don't worry. So everything related to RESTful services will be covered in the boot microservices, and complete microservices concepts will be covered in the 9:30 a.m. batch. So that is the reason I suggest you to enroll for both boot microservices and project batch parallelly, so that boot microservices concepts you will learn in this batch, and those concepts we will use with the real-time use cases in the project batch. So that will give you more confidence to attend the interview. So as I told you, 4 mini projects will be explained, 1 major project will be explained. 4 mini projects, 1 major project. Sir, evening batches are not available, sir. Currently, as I told, I am working for a company. My office timings are 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. So that is the reason I cannot take the classes in the evening only. My morning schedules are available. Evening classes I cannot take because I am working in the company. My office timings 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. That's why I can't take classes in the evening. Prakash, I hope you can understand. Got it? Right. So people are asking, what is the enrollment procedure, sir? Now, you can do payment in the online, Google Pay or Phone Pay, you can do the payment. So this is the number for Google Pay or Phone Pay. So note it down, 9347325511. This is the number where you need to do Google Pay or Phone Pay, 9347325511. After payment, send your payment screenshot with your name, email and phone number. So my team member who is using this number, right, will note down your details, will share your details to me every day who are enrolled for this batch. For any queries, you can send me my WhatsApp message to me personally. This is my WhatsApp number, 630-192-1083. 630-192-1083. If you have any questions related to course, or if you have any questions related to course content, then you can send me personally in the message in the WhatsApp. So my number calls are not getting connected, sir, due to signal problem here. So currently only WhatsApp is running here. You can send me WhatsApp message for this number, but payments you have to do to this number, 9347325511. After you completed the payment, please don't forget to send the screenshot with your payment details, your name, email and phone number. So my administrator will note down your details in a file, and that person will share me the file by end of the day. So based on the registrations happen, for only those people, we will be sharing the link to attend the URLs, class URL. The class is going to happen in the June daily, will happen in the June daily. So based on the emails that we got for the enrolled people, that we are going to provide. So today also you can complete the enrollment process by doing the payment to this number and send the screenshot. So for the today night, I will send the class link for the people who enroll for this batch. So those people can connect in the June. Those people who are enrolled for this course, for those people I will send the link in the email. So this person will collect your email ID, phone number. So this person will send that email list by end of the day. For only those people, we are going to send the Zoom URL to attend the class. So today is holiday anyhow. I will also a little bit be free. If you have any questions, you can send me a WhatsApp message. Right. For queries, this is the number. For payment through Google Pay or Phone Pay, this is the number. But don't forget to send your screenshot, your name, email and phone number. All right, guys. Any other questions, anybody? Anybody having any other questions? For project, people are asking which IDE you are going to use. So few applications I will develop by using this Spring Tool Suite IDE. Few applications I am going to develop by using IntelliJ IDE. Few applications by using Spring Tool Suite. Few applications by using IntelliJ IDE, that is latest in the market. Log4j, yes, will be covered, sir. Logging will be covered. Unit testing from the project itself, we get habituated to it. For every mini project, we'll perform the unit testing from the starting stage itself. Only today is the demo session, guys. Only today is the demo. So people who want to attend the tomorrow session, please complete your enrollment process, because again from tomorrow onwards, today is my office leave, so I will be available to collect all those details. So from tomorrow again, from morning to afternoon, I have batches, and afternoon to night I have my office timing, so I will be a little bit busy. So please complete your enrollment process by today itself, so that it would be easy for me to track all those details. So this is the number for your payment, and this is the number for your queries. This is my personal WhatsApp number. Don't try to make a phone call, that will not collect, sir. Signal is not there. You can call me in the WhatsApp, or you can send a WhatsApp message to me. I will be replying to you. Right. Any other questions apart from this before winding off? IntelliJ IDE we will use, sir. IntelliJ IDE we will use. Yes. Link will be sent to the people who enroll to email. Will you support us to crack the interview to get the job? Definitely, sir. As part of the support only, we are going to see these many things, right? After learning these many things, you don't need anybody's support to get the job. You will become unique. You will become unique in the market. You will become expert in the market. You don't need any support. You will support for multiple of your friends to get the jobs after learning all these details. How many microservices design patterns you will cover? Joule pattern we will cover. Netflix we are going to cover. Saga pattern we are going to cover. Cache pattern we are going to cover. Sir, after payment is completed, you have to send that to that number only. In which number you are doing the payment, send the screenshot to this number only. This number only for inquiries. This number, this 630, my number is only for inquiries. Do the payment to this number and send the screenshot to that number only. That person will collect your details, will send those details to me, so that I will send the class link to your mail to attend the class. Right. Google Pay, Phone Pay payment, screenshot also to this number only, please. Right. If you have any other questions, you can send me WhatsApp message. And so if you want to go through the course content once again, I uploaded a video in the YouTube for the project teaser I have provided in the YouTube. You can see that once again, so that you will understand clearly what are the tools that we are going to cover, what is the course content we are going to cover for the project batch. Right. Any other questions? Yes, sir. This video live is already available in the YouTube. You can watch in the YouTube, sir. No need to upload it again. Already live streaming is going on. Once if I end this session, live video will be there in the YouTube. You can go through that. No problem. You can go through that live video. All right, guys. Happy Ramjan to everybody. Let's enjoy your festival and enjoy your holiday. Right. So if you don't have any questions, we'll wind it up and we'll meet in the tomorrow's session. Thank you all of you once again. Welcome to Ashok IT. So I wish you all the best to get the job as early as possible. Thank you so much. Bye bye.